Waiting for my co-host to get in. Give me a second, all right? Let me see. Let me get all of this up here. Make sure this is running right. No matter how early I try to schedule this, it never comes out the way I want it to. All right. Let's see. It should be right here. My channel. Videos. There we go. Right channel. Yo, you coming on, Kenny? What's up? Coming on. Oh, okay. All right. No problem. No problem, brother. No problem at all. All righty. So it seems as though one of my co-hosts, he has an emergency. So we can just run this with ourselves. I just wanted to go over a couple of topics for the week. I'm going to invite some more people too. So give me a second. Who is that? What's her name? I sent. Yeah. Shamika, I sent the invite. I'm waiting for you. Yeah. Hold on one second. You coming in or what? I'm waiting for Claudie too. Oh boy. Hopefully everybody will be able to make it. But if not, I understand. It's not like I can't carry this by myself. I don't think. I think rather. Let me see. Let me send him another invite. I'm trying to get him in here. Let's see. Hey, Velvet, what's going on? Good to see you. Velvet MXO, what's going on? Shamika, are you coming in? I mean, I don't care if you're drunk. You can hang out. Pardon everybody, just waiting for my co-host to get. Wait, hold on. Did I use the right mic for this? Let me make sure I'm using the Let's see. Logitech. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Yeah, they're having a problem getting in here. I don't know. So give me a second, ladies and gentlemen, and I will be. Well, I'm still here. I'm just trying to get things straight. We've been trying to get each other to come in for a minute now. Okay, she's trying to. See, that's the only thing I hate about using Hangouts. It's like you can send a million invites and none will go through. Okay, and Claudie. Copy, paste. Okay, it says invitation posted. Let me know if you guys got it. Hopefully you guys got it. I sent another one. These are like two more. One of my co-hosts had an emergency today, so he won't be here. So my other friends will be coming on here to help us out with it so we can have some fun. Sorry it's taking so long to get started. We've been trying to like send invites back and forth. Friends will be coming on here to help us out with it. Hey, what's going on? Sorry to get started. We've been trying to like send invites back and forth to help us out with it. Hey, what's going on? Sorry to get started. We've been trying to like send invites back and forth to help us out with it. Hey, what's going on? Sorry to get started.
Hold on a minute.
Sorry to get started. We've been trying to like send invites back and forth to help us out with it.
This? Oh my.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my other boy in here, Claudie.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You were giving a lot of kickback before. I'm trying to get Claudie in here. It's been an issue. It's always a problem with this damn Google Hangouts, man. I might have to start using something different because it's as if like I'll send out at least like multiple. I have to send out multiple invites for you to at least get one.
Right.
Hangouts open. He's having an issue getting in here. Let me see. Let me try him one more time. Okay, another invite. Hey, Miss Burns, how are you, sweetie? It's good to see you. Hold on, don't be patient, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to get this straight. It's always a problem whenever I use Google Hangouts, so I'm just probably going to be investing in something different because you had just gotten the invite, right, Shamika? Right, Mika?
Yeah, this is the first time my fucking microphone's been working.
Yeah, I had sent you at least like 6 of them, and you just got one.
Yeah, finally.
I'm just sending him one more. See if he can get it in here. Let me tell him to make sure he's using a Google browser or Google Hangouts and shit like that. Are you on desktop? Are you on desktop or a smartphone? Because one time with who was it? When we were trying to get it together with Darth, and come to find out, he was trying to use Firefox and shit like that. And I said, nah, bro, it's not gonna work.
Oh no.
Everything. I'm switching to all right, he just sent me a message. Make sure you're using sure you're using Chrome. I really want this guy to come on here because he's been to Japan and everything. Real good friend of mine too.
Oh, he's from Japan?
Yeah, he's been to Japan. I mean, like this guy's like he's like the Black Ryu. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, he cheats a lot.
Yeah. He does a lot of traveling. He's pretty much like yourself. He's like a Renaissance man. Well, you're a woman, but you know he's like a Renaissance man. I mean, like he's all over the place. You love this guy. I really want him on here.
I appreciate that compliment. Thank you.
Oh no, you're a wonderful person, Mika. I absolutely adore you, sweetheart.
Thank you. I tried.
Oh my God, he's sending me messages. He wants to get in so bad. I don't know what's going on with it. But what we're gonna do on this show, because my initial co-host, he had some emergencies. No, he had a couple of emergencies. Yeah, I'm trying to get him in here. He can't seem to get the invites.
Oh, this sucks.
Yeah, right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pretty much wing this show and go off the comments of the participants over in the chat. And what we can do, I mean, like I'll bring up some topics and you can, like, you know, bounce back off them. If you know anything about it, you can talk about yourself, whatever you want to do, because we have to pretty much, well, I have a bunch of subjects, but the problem is
I didn't get to the last time because my microphone was fucked up.
Yeah, I know, but you sound perfect now. You sound perfect.
Yeah, I know.
So what we're going to do, welcome to TNT Photon HQ. I'm your host, Uncle Nerd, and today we have our beautiful co-host, DJ, and Renaissance woman, Mika. Mika, introduce yourself. Let them know who you are. You've been on here before, but give them a refresher on what you are, what you do, what you're all about, the many wonderful talents that you have, so on and so forth. Don't be modest or be humble. Let them know.
Hello, my name is Shamika Sanders Sykes. I am a DJ and a journalist. I write for New York's Hot 97 DJ Magic. I write for his website. I also write for Urban Magazine and like a few other blogs that's here in New York City. I also I wouldn't say that I do publicity per se, but if you need some shit for the right job, I will send it over there.
That's what's up. That's what's up. It is nothing wrong with networking. Networking makes the world go round. Believe me when I tell you.
And I also do promotions for Def Jam and Rock Nation.
All right. All right. Look at that. Look at that. And see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to have. Those are the type of friends I like to have. The type of people that's just doing things, making it happen, like moving and grooving it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had to straight. I was up here because I was typing on everything, trying to get things straight, so on and so forth. You gotta excuse me. I mean, I really wasn't prepared to be on camera today, but I ain't care, man. It is what it is. Got the waves under here, so don't think I'm slipping.
Don't feel bad.
Yeah, but thank God that they were able to grab those children. Today. What happened?
I brought a phone with me today.
What happened? I couldn't hear you.
I said I brought a phone with me today.
A new phone?
A friend.
Oh, you brought a friend here today. I couldn't understand you.
Her name is Hennessy.
Oh, damn. That's a big bottle of Hennessy. Dude, you know what? I cannot drink Hennessy. I drink Hennessy, I'm shitting all over the place. No bullshit. I drink Hennessy, that's an instant laxative for me. Instant laxative. Yeah, I cannot handle no Hennessy, sister. Not at all.
Can the white Henny do anything for you? Can you relax with the white Henny?
I don't know what it is. It's just something about Hennessy. That shit, it runs through me. Like, you know what? The minute it goes down, it instantly just starts like churning me or like whatever the case may be. And I was a bartender for years. You know what I'm saying? I just can't handle Hennessy. I can't handle it at all.
What about whiskey?
Whiskey doesn't bother me. Whiskey doesn't bother me. Naughty Head doesn't bother me. Maybe it's the cognacs because I don't think I can handle any cognacs really, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, because I'm a whiskey girl, so if you want to hang with me, you gotta come correct, people. I'm a whiskey girl. Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker, JMO, yes.
So you can really you can put some drinks back, huh?
Huh?
You can really put some drinks back.
Yes.
Oh man, I can't. You know what? And even though I was a bartender and bouncer for years, I cannot. I don't know. I can't handle like
I
certain.
threw that and carry people home.
Okay, you know what? Give me a second. He wants to try the other email that he has.
Okay.
Let me try this other one. But you can continue talking, sweetheart. Please let them know. Let them know whatever you want them to know. You can plug your channel, plug whatever you're doing. It's all about networking, sweetheart.
Next month coming up next month, August 7th. I'm throwing, like, if you're in the New York area, I am throwing a Die Hard party. We're showing, like, since it's the 30th anniversary this year, we're showing Die Hard, and like there's people coming as Hans Gruber. Like I got a friend of mine coming as fucking Carl Winslow. Well, whatever Carl Winslow was in that goddamn movie, that's what he's coming as. And like it like we're gonna have food. We're having drink specials. Like if anybody got the best Hans Gruber, they're getting free. So it's going to be in Bushwick. It's not anything spectacular because I don't want anything spectacular.
I hear you.
Especially for my business.
Right. Am I invited?
Huh?
Am I invited?
I invite you. Oh, you ain't saying anything.
I just, you know what? I wanted to hear it come from your mouth. It seems more special when it comes from your mouth. Hopefully he got this email right here so he can like get in here. And he could chill out with us and everything like that. I am so happy to have you on here, Mika. You're one of my most honored friends.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much.
So check it out. Who was it? They were able to get those kids out of that cave. You know what I mean? They got every last one of them, but unfortunate aspect of it. And I want to apologize to everybody for last week because I don't know what had happened, but my like YouTube just shut me off. I started talking something. It was one topic I got on. They were like, "Nope, shit your ass up," and you know, I don't know what it was, but I mean, you know, I wanted to apologize to everybody about last week. But yeah, I was very happy to hear that the children were able to get out of there. But again, I'm just baffled at the fact that how did 13 children end up in a cave?
That's what I would like to know. How did 13 children end up in a cave? That's weird science to me. Weird, like an unsolved mystery. Just like the Malaysian airline that disappeared all of a sudden. That's an unsolved mystery to me too.
Yeah, exactly. How do you lose a big ass fucking like jet liner like that? Exactly. That's not like losing some fucking keys or some shit like that. That's a whole fucking jet liner. Like, come on, bro.
I use a big ass plane like a set of keys. Fuck out of here.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, who does, like, how do you lose? Like, when that they was like, oh, we lost. How do you lose something the size of almost a football field? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's not something that just gets
$20 dropped somewhere in the street. It's a fucking plane.
Exactly. Let me try to invite him one more time. It's something on his end.
Please invite him. We need more.
Yeah. More I'm trying to invite him right now. A couple of people that want to come in right now too. Yeah, but I happened to see what was that? I went and saw what was that movie? What the hell was the name of that movie? Gosh. Purge.
You saw The Purge? I don't know. It's like I could deal with the first two Purge movies, but then after that, I'm like, you know what, like y'all motherfuckers are going overboard. So I just stopped watching them.
Yeah, well, I mean, me myself, I watch them for the aspect of I watch it for the aspect because I love ultra violence. I love to see like deformation of society, them just running down things, you know, just seeing how society regresses instead of progresses. I love dystopian future films or post-apocalyptic films. I love them. So I think that's one of the reasons why I gravitate towards the what do you call that? The Purge series. Yeah, some of them are a little bit like way out there, but you can
series of that soon, right?
Yeah, yeah. Some of them are just way out there, but you know, I still enjoy them for what they are. But yeah, you know,
I guess.
Yeah, I still enjoy them for what they are. I saw District. Did you know that they are doing a new RoboCop? And the director of District Not yeah, the director of District.
No, why?
Well, you know,
I didn't like the last reboot.
Yeah, that last reboot was absolutely fucking horrible. I have no idea what they were doing, what they were thinking. And then, like, what got me is that they actually had a love scene with RoboCop, dead or alive. I mean, I don't know. That last one was absolutely horrendous. I don't know what they were thinking, what they were doing. It was just absolutely horrible. I don't know what they were doing with that film. It was stupid. It was retarded. I didn't feel as though it was a RoboCop film. It felt like I don't know. I just felt like some Sci-Fi Channel shit, like one of their cheap episodes or some shit like that. It just didn't feel like a RoboCop film. Because see, the original that Paul,
let's just be honest about it.
Yeah, because see, like the original one that Paul Verhoeven created was absolutely phenomenal. I love that one. You know what I mean?
No, what
Paul Verhoeven
loved when they started with the reboots. I'm like, no, I'm not watching it. I am really not. I have yet to watch the reboot of the first RoboCop. And then when I find out that they're making another reboot of that shit, I'm like, yo, it's like y'all running out of fucking ideas.
It's not good at all, Nika. It is not good. It is horrible. It's like I would say it's similar to, I don't know. I had more fun watching Barbie Adventures than watching that shit. That shit was horrible. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I wanted
they're coming out with the Lego Movie 2 in February 2019, and I cannot fucking wait.
Which one? Which film comes out February 29th, 2019?
The Lego Movie 2.
Oh no, those Lego films be rocking. I'm telling you, I love those Lego.
I saw Ninjago was okay, but that Batman movie, I was on the fucking floor. Yeah, they are very witty with the jokes. I love it.
Yeah, I love the Lego films. I love the Lego films. Yeah, but they're supposed to be rebooting that. They're also rebooting Chucky. They're making another Child's Play.
What?
I have no idea. Apparently MGM is well, MGM was the original ones who created, who had the license of Child's Play. And then I think it was if I'm not mistaken, Universal Studios acquired it later on when it started like franchising it, like really going through all the like hokiness and shit like that with the cheesy one-liners and everything like that.
Fine, but they put a gun to your fucking head and tell you to reboot the shit.
I don't know.
I'm like, yo, like these reboots are killing me, man. I can't deal with it anymore.
Well, see, the problem is that they're running out of ideas. They're running out of ideas, and the level of creativity no longer exists. Like nobody wants to really step outside the box.
The level of creativity does exist.
Yeah, it does, but they're scared to venture outside the box. It's pretty much the same thing that they're doing with what do you call that? That they're doing with video games. They're scared to step outside the box. Hold on, let me try to add him. See if that works.
Okay. Yeah, try to add him.
Add to contacts. Okay. And because I really want him to come in. This guy, oh my God. I haven't seen him in so long. Both he and I have been friends well over 20 some odd years. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's try now. Let's see if we can get my buddy in here. That would be absolutely awesome. Paste, invite. Come on now. Come on in, brother. Come on in. Hopefully you got it. You will love this guy. And he speaks like a million languages. He speaks, I think he speaks German. He speaks Japanese. He's like a savant for many different things. I'm telling you, this guy's amazing.
Hopefully. There's 2 languages I know, is English and bad English.
Yeah, right? Did you get it? Come on, buddy. Say you did it.
Come on, man.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh God, he's still saying send me invite. I sent him invite.
He's not. Is he paying attention to his Hangout?
I hope he is.
Or is his Chrome open? Because that's how I get the invite. That's how I get the invite pop up. Because like I have a Hangout as an extension in Google Chrome. So whenever I get the invite, it just pops up.
Oh, he got it. He got it. He's coming. He's coming. He got it. He got it. He got it. Come on, Claudia. Come on. Come on, Claudia. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on in. Oh God. Me myself, I have not seen this guy well over 20 years. I'm telling you, it's been a long time. Let me see, like what is it? Yeah, it's been over 20 years. Early 90s.
That's so fire. It's like a reunion.
Okay, he's coming. He says, wait a sec, he's coming. Oh man, this is going to be fantastic. This is going to be absolutely amazing. But yeah, they're just rebooting anything that they can because they don't know what to do. The level of being original and having like distinguishable content or like being, like creating something new that's intriguing or immersive. They're scared to do. They're scared to do. So like they're just grabbing up whatever out there and just trying to reboot it. Everything doesn't need a reboot and everything doesn't need a remake. Because I remember at one time they were in talk doing
you gotta let sleeping dogs die. You have to. Everything does not need a reboot.
Exactly. Exactly.
Reboot being is over, I'm going to be mad.
No, well, they were going to reboot. I remember at one point they were talking about redoing Scarface. Do you remember that rumor was out there for a while and they just canceled it? Because honestly, I don't feel as though you can redo Scarface in this time period because Scarface was iconic and it was pretty much intrinsic to the time that it came out, which was in the 80s, where the cocaine was heavy and there was a lot of things going on.
Because they done rebooted the Superfly movie. If you've seen the Superfly movie, then you know exactly what they're going to do with the Scarface movie.
Yeah. Was the Superfly movie good? For some reason.
The Superfly movie was one long-ass music video. That's all it was.
One long-ass music video.
Yes. Because the director, like Director X, he does a lot of music videos. He was the one who directed Superfly, the movie.
Your mic went out for a second.
And shit like that. So I'm like, it's just basically one long ass music video. Like, I don't have time for that.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you not one bit. Yeah, I saw. I also saw. What was that I was watching? That was God. You know what? The movie that you gave me a pass to, I absolutely loved it. It was good. The movie that
don't be mad. Don't be mad at me. Because I had passes to see Skyscraper.
And you gave it to some other dude, right?
I didn't. I didn't even.
Give it to some other dude. Let me find out. You gave it to some other dude. My heart is broken and I'm hurt.
I didn't even pick him up at all because like I wanted to see that, but I had other things to do. So therefore, it's like I couldn't see it, and like damn, like I could have just gave it to You.
Yeah, you know I would have went and did a movie review on it. I just didn't want to, like, you know what? What was that? The oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it.
If you were around when I was working Tribeca Film Festival, you would have loved me.
Oh man, I used to. Well, when I lived in New York, I used to love going to the Tribeca Film Festival all the time.
I was there for their premiere of Black Dynamite, and Michael Jai White was there.
Oh
And
really?
yes,
I know he's a big dude in person, isn't he?
he's stocky, he's built, but he ain't big.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, like he's built, but he ain't big.
Really? Is he tall?
No, and I got no problem with that. So like, Black Dynamite, I went to see that. Like I worked Tribeca Film Festival for 7 years.
Right.
So like I got to see so many stars. I miss working there sometimes because it was a pretty dope place to work at. But you know, at the same time, you know, you got to move forward.
I could only imagine. I bet you had a great time there. I could only imagine.
Yeah, like you know, like all you gotta do, like anybody that's interested, like I know next 2019, like just like hit up their job search on January, February.
Right.
You're bound to get in. And they volunteers now, so you're bound to get in.
Really?
Yes. Because when I first worked at Tribeca Film, there's this lady that I encountered and she still works there. And I saw her the beginning of the year and she was like, yes, like they are paying their volunteers. So go on that.
So what do you do?
Like, I'll around. Huh?
So what do? You just basically looking oh my God, this guy is still trying to connect. Hold on. Let me send him one more invite.
Give him time. I don't know how long he's going to be on, but give him time.
Sent another.
Send another. What more do you need?
I don't know, man. He said he had it. I was like, okay, he's coming in now. But now he's talking about, oh, I ain't got it, man. I ain't got it. Right? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with him right now. Yeah, so I had I'm really trying to get him in here. But I had also saw this movie called Hereditary, which is supposed to be the new Exorcist or as scary as the Exorcist, and it actually wasn't.
Hereditary. How was that?
It was, you know what? For a home film, it was good. But it, like going to the movies, you were like, oh, come on. Because, okay, for one, the actors in there were actually pretty good. Okay. But the problem is that it imploded on itself. It imploded on itself in terms of he's sending me messages. Hereditary. Yes, that's me. Is he just sent me a picture. Is he using Google's Hangout? Yeah, I don't know why the fuck he's not getting it. Oh, pardon my language. I'm starting to get frustrated now. Hold on.
Don't fucking worry about it.
Yeah, man. Sent another one.
How hard it is for you to press fucking accept invite? I did it. But you know what? He's coming from another country, so that might take some time and patience.
If he's in Japan, are you? Wait, hold on. Are you currently in Japan now? Is that the reason why it's so hard? He said no. He's not in Japan. I have no idea where he's at. I'm trying to. He says, I'm in America. I've sent
He's
7.
where the fuck is that? Nebraska?
I don't know.
Iowa?
I have no idea where he can't like
have internet service.
Or, but yeah, it was with that movie. It was good. It was good for if it was a home film. But the one that played Peter, it was a young man in there named Peter, right? And his acting was just so forced in certain aspects, and they kept making him do this fucking cry. That was like a ah ha ha ha. He did that shit like I would say like 7 times throughout the film, to where like it just became awkward to hear this boy crying like that, and it was a forced cry. So I was pretty much like, why did they keep making him cry like this? I didn't like when he was crying like that, because he was like he would force, he'd go ah ha ha ah ha ha ha. I was like, fuck, like, you know what I mean? And then like yeah, then like what's her name? Lily, what's her name? Lily Tomlin, I think. No, Toni Collette. Why do I keep putting her in the mind of Lily Tomlin? But Toni Collette, she portrayed her role well, but she's not a powerful enough actor to carry a film, if you ask me. So I mean, in terms of
good for that.
Yeah, she was in Stir of Echo. She was in a couple of films that I enjoyed. You know, but I don't.
Oh, the United States of Terror. That was great.
Yeah, but she couldn't carry this film. She couldn't carry this film. The film had all the elements there to be a very creepy horror film, and then too, it was a slow burn. It was a very, very slow burn. I don't mind that. I don't mind that, but at the same token, like, come on. You essentially, I would say, by 30 minutes into the film, being a seasoned movie connoisseur or a horror film watcher, you'll pretty much surmise what the ending is going to be. It's a surprise ending, but you'll be like, it's one of those endings you'll be like, oh, okay. And I would say it maybe had like 2 or 3 shock factors in it. I would say one that actually had me like, oh shit, that's fucked up. And that was I mean, if you want me to spoil it for you, if somebody types in spoil, or you want me to spoil it, Mika, I'll spoil it for you if you want me to.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I almost. Hey, what's going on, Alien Royalty? Key, ma. You said you play Shadow of War today. I will play Shadow of War today. Right after the stream, I'll play Shadow of War for you, brother. Yeah, he said. Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah. I was playing Friday the 13th yesterday.
Okay. Hi.
Alien Royalty says, you almost got a beard. Yeah, I almost got a beard, Alien Royalty. Almost. I can never really fully grow it in. And honestly, I just shaved myself today. I didn't want to go to the barbershop. I just winged this one. But I just did a quick shave, took a shower, did a quick shave, and that was it. Yeah, but Hereditary, it was okay, but I mean, like, it wasn't like, it's not like I'll be like, oh, you gotta go see this film, this, that, and the other. Wait for it on DVD. It's one of those films you just wait for on DVD. I wouldn't say
like movies, they gotta get me like Dawn of the Dead or Night of the Creeps.
Yeah. Oh my God. You remember Night of the Creeps?
Yes, I do. Yes, that's one of my favorite horror films.
Yeah, I can't join your Claudie. You have to join mine. I can't join yours. Hold on. He was trying to call me, Claudie. You have to join mine. I cannot join yours. I cannot join. Are you like, this is the email? I don't see why he can't.
Oh God.
Come on, brother.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, D.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay, let's see. I really want to get him in here, but it's kind of difficult for
Yeah,
him right now.
it's going to be a tedious job.
Yeah. But yeah, Hereditary and the way it ended, it like I said, for a home film, it's great. For a home film, it's great. But for a movie, like to go to the movies and watch it, I didn't think it was movie quality. I didn't think it was like theater quality in terms of just the way. I mean, like the cinematography was okay, but it wasn't anything that I would be like, oh my god. No, it's not the new Exorcist. It's not the scariest horror film of the year. Yeah, it did harken back to like the 70s, 60s, and 70s films of like really using the like the creep factor to like keep you, you know, going along in a film, but it wasn't like I was terrified in that film, or it didn't make me feel like I was watching Asian horror or anything like that, because a lot of Asian horror and foreign horror is scary as fuck, whereas though like this right here, I felt as though it was just
I agree with a lot of foreign horror. Like American horror is like it's too like I like gory, yeah, but I like shit with a fucking plot.
yeah, exactly.
And I believe that foreign horror has it, because like with American horror, there's a lot of violence and gore and sex. I mean, like, yeah, like the slut always dies in American horror. We already know that.
Right, exactly.
I would like to see a day when the slut is the victor.
Yeah. I kept killing her yesterday, and when I was playing Friday the 13th, her name was AJ. I kept killing the whore. So
Oh, was the whore of Friday the 13th.
Yeah, like that was the one on the game called AJ. Well, she was in the movies too. Like she was like the flirty girl and everything. So I would make sure I caught her all the time and just give her.
No. AJ was the slut. It was a slut and a flirty girl.
That's flirty girl. You know, Jason don't like when you have sex. Jason have sex.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, Jason hates when you have sex. He is not with that. Yeah, so
have you seen
what happened?
Of course, Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah. Oh no, I love that movie. A Cabin in the Woods. Absolutely love that film. Now that's what I'm talking about, doing something different. Because at the ending, you was like, oh shit, oh my god. Like it was a very good film. It was well written. The intrigue was in it.
I love
what you just.
I love Cabin in the Woods. I love Cabin Fever was fucking awesome. I love Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever and Cabin in the Woods. I love Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods was absolutely amazing. I loved it from beginning to end. And it, you know what I said? It paid homage to almost every horror film that you have ever seen. That's why I enjoyed it.
Yeah, because like when you ask me like, oh, like do you like horror films? I'm like, okay, like not really. It's like, yo, like there's some horror films that really has to get me. And you know, it was like Cabin Fever, Cabin in the Woods, Night of the Creeps, Fright Night. That really got me too. The old Fright Night, not the new one. But
yeah.
The old one.
Do you know that Night of the Creeps had 3 alternate endings?
That I did not know.
And did you know that Slither was kind of like paying homage to Night of the Creeps? That movie Slither.
Yeah.
I love Slither. I love Slither. Slither is one of my favorite horror films. Night of the Creeps was one of my horror films because I love in the beginning, you see the 2 aliens, like the aliens chasing each other. And then the other one, he put it in the hatch and shot it out. And then you see it going there. Like, and then it lands in, what was it, it lands down on Earth in like 1950, 1960 something. Oh my God.
You know, my is a horror film fanatic, but she cannot stand Night of the Creeps. And I'm like, why?
I'm like, why? Night of the Creeps is one of my favorite films. One of my favorite films. One of my favorite films. See, we share a lot of things in common, Mika. I think we're gonna have a great time when we go to hang out and stuff like that. We share a lot in common. So I also saw today that there was a pic of the up and coming Shazam movie and him in his Shazam suit.
Good Lord, right?
Yeah. Because see, you know what? This is the thing with DCU. They're trying, but they're just
they're failing. They're failing. DC is failing across the board.
Yeah, they're failing.
No way. Yeah, there is no way that you can compete with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That is not happening.
No.
Almost every film tried to bring it to, but it was a dub. It was a bust. So I don't think they did anything afterwards.
Yeah, almost every film they come out with is just horrible. It's just horrible. Every film they come out with. I would say the only film that I've loved recently from the DCU has been Man of Steel, and a lot of people don't even like that. I absolutely love Man of Steel, but I mean, like,
I enjoyed Man of Steel like much enjoyed Wonder Woman. I loved Wonder Woman. I loved Man of Steel, but you know, like with Batman, like Batman. My issue with Ben Affleck because I don't think that he's a great actor overall.
Who?
So like, when I heard that he was playing Batman, I was on the floor.
Oh, Christian Bale's a horrible Batman. I think Christian Bale was a horrible Batman. Best Batman thus far that I have seen was Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton to me was the best Batman ever on big screen rather.
But
of course, he was too short because Batman, comic book wise, Batman is a big guy. But I mean, like, you know,
like he was good.
Yeah, Michael Keaton pulled it off very good, in my opinion.
Michael Keaton was top notch, and for the Joker, it's a tie because we got Jack Nicholson,
right,
and we have rest in peace Heath Ledger. So, like.
Okay, so
those two, I say, are the best Jokers ever.
Yeah,
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto trying too hard. He's trying too hard, and it just doesn't. For some reason, even with him being a quirky and weird character, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for Jared Leto. And I thought he would make a good Joker because you need a real obscure actor or off the rails actor to portray a good Joker. But Jared Leto didn't do it for me in Suicide Squad at all.
Right, and then when your boy Nunya yesterday was talking about, Joaquin Phoenix was gonna play the Joker, I'm like, I nearly fell to the motherfucking floor. Like, Joaquin Phoenix, really?
Well, but you know what? Joaquin Phoenix is a weird motherfucker. I love Joaquin Phoenix.
He probably might get away. I think Gladiator. He probably might get away with it.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. But I would say Heath Ledger. Honestly, if you ask me between, and you know, I may receive some flack for this, but if you ask me, I would actually say that Heath Ledger was a better Joker in my regards. I mean, I think he was a much better Joker because a lot of people were like, "Oh, he wasn't funny enough. He wasn't funny as Jack Nicholson and nothing like that." I said I absolutely loved him because in the comic books, in the Dark Knight comic books, the only one who finds Joker's jokes funny is the Joker. He's not supposed to be funny. His shit is fucked up. You know, he's a messed up individual.
Exactly. Yeah, like
that's why I found Heath Ledger's Joker absolutely phenomenal. He was the one who carried that film. If it wasn't for Heath Ledger, that film would have been a bust. We all know that. Everybody knows that. That film would have been a complete bust. Plain and simple.
I agree.
Yeah, but I just sent you a link just a little while ago about Shazam in his what do you call it, in his new costume. And I think the guy that's Zachary Levi is playing Shazam. And it says right here, it says Zachary Levi's costume revealed in Shazam photo. Zachary Levi is geared up in his Shazam costume in the first official photo from the upcoming DC superhero film. Check it out on the gallery below. You know what? I'm going to try to share my screen so the audience can see. Let's hope I get this right.
Zachary Levi as Shazam. Are they trying to revive the Super?
Yeah, I get. Well, I mean, like, you know, they got to do something because what's the name is killing them. Marvel is killing them.
what's coming up next? The Legion of Doom. What's coming up next?
Yeah, the Legion of Doom.
DC big shoes to fill.
Let me see if I can share the screen real quick. Let me see if I can do this. Wish me luck, guys. Last time I did this, it went straight into the tunnel. Let's see. Share screen. Oh my God, it was absolutely crazy what it did. Okay. Okay, let me know if you guys are seeing this.
I see it. I see it.
Okay, right here is showing Zachary Levi in his costume. You see it?
Okay, I saw a picture of that on Instagram.
What do you?
Yeah, definitely saw that.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it might be good. Who knows? Who knows? So see, for one, honestly, given my choice, I've always been a Shazam fan. I absolutely love Shazam. Absolutely love Shazam.
Okay.
She said, okay, that's good for you, but nah, man.
I mean, I believe Shazam was in the Super Friends, correct?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't until, especially, well, when I was young, Shazam wasn't in the Super Friends. They wouldn't allow it because there was still there was a lot of legal issues going on between the original writer of Shazam and Superman, because they were saying he mimicked Superman too much, and the Captain Marvel name. It was just a whole bunch of stuff. So you never saw him in the original Super Friends. Not even well into the Superpowers team, you never saw him. But you did see him later on when they did the Justice League on Cartoon Network, so on and so forth. And you've been seeing him recently in the new animated series, like the new animated movies that they have. Now, one thing I can say about DC, they make fantastic animated films. Fantastic animated films. Absolutely amazing. But I mean, as far as their live action films, they're horrible. Two DC animated films that I suggest anybody watch is Batman Under the Red Hood and what's that? DC's Flashpoint Paradox. It was absolutely amazing. And no, it's not for children. It's a very graphic animated film. Very graphic animated film. Most of the animated films that DC has come out with, they've been absolutely fantastic. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, next thing I heard that there is a Mortal Kombat reboot.
There could have been so much more, like with the movies. With the cinematic universe, that was all over the place. They could have get it together. I felt that they was trying too hard to compete with Marvel, and it fell apart. And you know, like how they had the Avengers, and then okay, like we're gonna do the Justice League.
Right.
It didn't work out.
Well, see, the problem is that they rushed it. They rushed it. Instead of introducing, see, Marvel has had a 10-year span to introduce all the characters to get people to love those characters or dislike those characters. And when they saw that, when it was pretty much time to make the Avengers, oh my God, everybody was on board. Not to mention, people love what they're familiar with. If you do something, make it familiar. Make it to where as though people can relate to what they're watching or is familiar to what they already know, which is what Marvel does. Okay, Marvel essentially, even with Infinity War, what was that? The recent Infinity War. Yeah, Infinity War, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a different take on the comic book, but the reason why it worked because they essentially took what was in the comic book and put it on screen. Yeah, there were major alterations. There were a lot of characters missing, and you expect that. You can't get it verbatim or
by any book.
Exactly.
Silver Surfer was missing, but it's going to go directly by the book.
Yeah, but essentially, people can relate to this. Both comic book goers, diehard comic book fans, as myself, and regular moviegoers can relate to these characters. The Hulk was the Hulk. Captain America is Captain America. They didn't divulge too much away from what the core elements of these characters were. So, with that being said, when you give people what they're familiar with, you will always make a hit when you're making a movie. But when you try to do your own fucking thing and try to reinvent the wheel when it comes to a simplistic story, no, it's not going to work. It is not going to work. Not going to work at all. Oh my God. I I heard a boom inside. I didn't know what the fuck that was. I started looking back my window, man. You forget, you know I live in Newark, New Jersey. Shit be hitting, shit be live over this motherfucker. So I was like, what the fuck? Then it was
I I live in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, New York. I live around a bunch of Jews. There's shit happening over here.
Yeah, but you know what? That post you put up about New York changing and it's not being the same as it used to be. I agree with you. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. Not the same at all.
I miss I miss the hoes on 42nd Street and 8th Avenue.
Man.
I miss them.
42nd Street
going home
lit
now, and they just like walking across me, and I'm asking them, "How's business?" I miss shit like that. You know, it's like it's not the same. Like 8 years ago, I was looking, huh? Hello?
Yeah, 42nd Street. Did my screen go out or something? Like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
Where's the spot right now?
Okay.
I try to stay.
Claudie wants me to try
from that area.
We're gonna try one more time with Claudie. Oh damn. We're gonna try one more time with Claudie.
Shit ain't gonna work.
I know, right?
But you know what? We got to give him an A for almost.
Mm-hmm. Email again. I'm gonna try to get Claudie in here one more time. Come on, Claudie. Come on, Claudie. She, what's his name said in the comments? He said you're trying to jinx him.
Jinx who? About what?
I don't know. About getting in here, I guess.
You gotta be more specific, damn it. Like we ain't Google Hangouts, you ain't YouTube. Like, yo, like,
I don't know. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to get him in here. I don't know why he's not coming in. I sent them all sorts of, but you know what? It's Google Hangouts. Think about the first time when I was sending you invites. I had to send you like 20 invites. Then they eventually sent it to you. Like, you know what? Give it to her.
You know what? It was my microphone that was the problem. It wasn't anything else. So the thing was, the shit updated on its goddamn own, and that's how the microphone started to work.
Damn.
That's how it started to work. I'm like computers are like children. They are so temperamental. So you have to have patience with them. You have to.
Yep. Yes, you do. Okay, let's try one more time. One more time.
Yes. Uno más.
Give me your email.
Not yours. You are banned forever. Yeah. No, we're not gonna say forever. Because you probably back.
How much of that bottle? How much of that bottle have you drank? Can you kill a whole bottle? Can you kill a whole bottle of Hennessy?
Well, how much of that bottle? Bottle by myself. I had help, but due to the fact that I'm a journalist and I'm the only journalist that drinks Henny, they gave it to me. So this is a gift. A video screening party, work, and the house that I went to was beautiful. It had a rooftop, and that's where the journalists at, like me, and I had a friend of mine that worked at allhiphop.com, and Shaheen Reed, he writes for Vibe, and they just treated us like royalty over there. Oh, like royalty, like, oh, like, can I get some Henny? No, the Henny is for the fucking journalist. And I'm the only journalist that would drink that shit. But I couldn't drink it all, so I had to share.
Yeah, I can't drink no
So
Hennessy.
like I'm telling you guys a typical day in the life of what I do. I am an open bar queen. There is not open I don't know about. um I also like to network as well. It's like if you're trying, like whatever you're trying to do, like just like if you need a network, no problem. I got you. You know, like if you're looking to get your platform up, I got you. You
Yeah.
know, just right direction. I'm
Have
just I'm a
have you ever
journalist, but
have you ever had someone pretty much let me add him. Let me see if I hold on. Have you ever helped someone and then like they pretty much like you know you really helped them like network and get things on board and then they treat you like shit afterwards once they get what they want out of you?
they know better.
She said they know better. They know better. No flex.
They know better. Yes, they know better. They know better. They really do.
I hear that. I hear that. No flex. No
No,
flex.
don't. No, like, don't. They know better. They
They know. I used to
know
love that
better.
song.
Yeah.
Gotta go battle. Gotta go battle. I treat it so special.
What, what
I'm a
song? What
treat better.
song?
I'm a go getter. And you know, I heard
What
that
song right now?
I heard that song. I heard that song one day during the summer because I used to have some hood ass fucking neighbors that live. Well, pretty much all my neighbors that move in around here are hood as fuck. So all night long you hear music playing and shit like that. And this motherfucker, but he was a good ass hood neighbor though. He was good. He was a real nice guy. And he, you know, he asked me, he said, Danae, you mind if I have a party? And he said, we're gonna be partying all night long. We're gonna you're more than welcome. And he was always trying to get me to come over there. Always trying to get me to come over there. But you know. I was laying down sleeping, and I was sleeping, but I was like in partial sleep. And like when I'm going to sleep, I sleep light, but I can hear everything around me. And that song just kept playing in my head. It was like no flex zone, no flex zone. And after that, I learned to love that. I absolutely love it.
Damn it, Danae. How you pronounce your name? Because I don't see no accent over E. Is it Danae or just Dean or what?
No, it's an accent over there, but they don't allow you to put any accents
Danae.
on Facebook.
Okay. I was right the first time.
I'm sorry, somebody was calling me. I thought I turned this phone off. I'm so unprofessional, but I don't care. I don't care. I am so unprofessional. Okay, the sound is off. Sound is off. Sound is off. Come on, turn the sound off. There we go. Turn the fucking sound off, man. Oh, that's not even sound. That's Wi-Fi I'm turning off. There we go. There we go. Oh God.
So my question to you is, yeah, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Like,
of course.
Where do you see yourself with Toughness in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, reestablishing my store, making my brand, and pretty much expanding my online and social media in terms of bringing toys back to the forefront, toys, collectibles, and video games back to the forefront. That's initially what I was doing with Tough Nerd Toys. But what had happened was, excuse me?
Funkos.
I couldn't hear.
Funko Pops?
Oh yeah, I love Funko Pops.
Like,
but you know what had happened? I'm thinking about getting back into Funko Pops because I was actually into Funko Pops before they became popular. But see, with me, I lose interest in things quickly if it doesn't really like pique my interest, which is why you see like a plethora of action figures behind me and shit like that, because I love a variety of different things when it comes to my collection. And Funko Pop, to me, at one point, it became stagnant. They weren't really pushing out anything and stuff like that I felt like collecting. So I moved on, and then they started doing like Marvel Legends, and NECA was doing some good stuff. This new company called Storm Collectibles is doing like great action figures, so on and so forth. So, I mean, like, plus, in between, I play guitar and stuff like that because I also like to play guitar.
Oh, you do that?
Yeah. Okay. And it's just like I wanted I like to do different things. Like you'll find me, I'm kind of like yourself, not as prominent as yourself, but I'm a Renaissance man. I like to do a plethora of different things and immerse myself in a bunch of things. I love learning new things. I love being involved in new things, meeting new people, interacting, so on and so forth. And most of all, I love making people laugh. A lot of people think I'm angry when I'm on social media, and I'm far from it. I'm actually joking. You'll know when I'm being serious. And even when I'm being serious, it's just like, I don't really get upset. I just put it out there. I express how I feel, and I keep moving with it. I don't really hold grudges or anything like that. But, to get back on subject, the Funko Pops, the Funko Pops, I might get back into them. Are you into the Funko Pops?
Yes, I am.
Really? You should have told me.
I got Prince Akeem on the way for my birthday.
What else are you into? I know you watch anime.
Prince Akeem from Coming to America. Funko Pop. It's Prince Akeem and Mr. Rogers. Those are the two that are out. And they was on pre-order in June. And when like the first week of July came, they're flying off the shelves. Like crazy.
I have no idea.
I said for my birthday, I asked for Prince Akeem and Randy Watts.
Oh, okay.
Those
all right.
So yeah, so but yeah, like they like the Funko Pops, they're still making waves. They really are.
Yeah.
I got cheated out some money though. I got cheated out some money because I ordered 3 Funko Pops.
Right.
That I'm still waiting on.
Where'd you
order
them from?
Refundable.
Where did you order them from?
But some bullshit site that I really wasn't aware of at the time of like what their scheme was. Like until I found out like all purchases are non-refundable. Like
right.
These were the 3 figurines that I was getting. One was the figurine from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh,
Audrey Hepburn.
Right.
I was getting that. Another one was the first John Wick, where he was beaten and bloodied up.
Right.
And the last one was the dead Laura Palmer from Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Ordered, and I never got them.
Well,
never.
What I'll do is because I still got my my license and stuff like that to Stell Toys distribute, and I still have my which one is that? I still have my distributor's license and everything like that. So if there are certain Funko Pops that you're looking for, let me know ahead of time. Don't let me know once it's already out. Let me know ahead of time. You're gonna have to stay on top of like seeing which Funko Pops that are coming out that you may want, and I can pre-order them for them, get them for you. That's no problem. Because see, like what happens is a lot of people are like come to me, be like, "Oh, Danae, I just saw what's the name? Can you get me such a?" I'll be like, "Bro, like you got to get, you got to stay on top of it."
What I would love, as a matter of fact, because I believe that nobody got this, I want Lilu from The Fifth Element.
From The Fifth Element?
Lilu.
The Fifth Element. All right, I'll get it for. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do.
The only time that I saw it was in a comic book store in Staten Island.
Okay, cool. I'll see what I can. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. Send me a picture of it after the show. Send me a picture of it, and I'll see what I can do. Because I'm more than likely I can get a hold of it. I can get a hold of it.
because I don't think that it's like a real like collector's, but to me, like due to the fact that I'm like a fan of the Fifth Element,
Right.
it may be worth something. Ooh.
Well, you know what? When you start collecting it, it's not about what it's worth. It's about what it's worth to you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have some figures. I have some figures that some people be like, "Why did you get that figure? I like. Why do you like it?" And I'll be like, "Because I like it." You know what I mean?
My question would
That
be, why do
confuses
you?
me. I don't know what the hell is going on with this. Can you see me?
Fucking people, man. Like, oh, like why'd you get that? Like, why the fuck you care why I got it?
Exactly. Like me, I don't care what people think. I do what I want. I go where I want. I have fun with what I want. I mean, you see me. I put action figure videos up there. I take pictures of action figures and all that other stuff. I enjoy life. I don't worry about that stuff.
Word, because
Oh,
at the end of the day, you live for you niggas. So yes, I totally agree.
hold on. Let me see.
Is he still trying to get on Google Hangouts? Is
Yeah,
he still trying to roll with it?
yeah, he's still trying to. What I'm going to do after this, I'm going to do a test run with him specifically and see, make sure so that he can join in tomorrow because I'm going to do a podcast tomorrow. And we're going to talk some toy talk. But I didn't know you were into Funko Pops and stuff like that. Because if that's the case, you could, if you want, you can be on tomorrow's stream if you want as well. Because we're going to be talking a lot of toy talk tomorrow. You know, like the action figures, collectibles.
Maybe here because it's the World Cup finals tomorrow, so we'll see.
No. You don't have to come, sweetie. But if you want, you're always welcome. You're always welcome, Mika. You are always welcome to stop on the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're always welcome. You have one last thing. Have you watched the new Star Trek Discovery, and are you into Star Trek?
Ew. I'm a Star Wars fan.
What are you, a Star Wars lady?
I'm not really into like Star Trek. I never got it, and I never will. You know, like I saw Deep Space Nine. I saw Voyager. I saw Andromeda. I and Discovery. I saw, but it's like it still doesn't tickle me.
Discovery, the Star Trek Discovery is actually very good. Believe me when I tell you, it's actually very, very good. And I mean, it's not, believe me, I know when you think about Star Trek, you're thinking like slow burning and like everybody walking around and cleaning. No, this one is gutta as fuck because it's pretty much like during the Frontier era. It takes place 10 years before Captain Kirk. And the characters that they have on there, they're really intense. Each character is intense as hell. I love Star Trek Discovery. I can't get enough of it. I'm 2 episodes away from the end of the season, and I'm absolutely loving it because it pays homage to the classic Star Trek as well. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really like it. Like if you can, maybe check out the first 3 episodes. And I know you're not a Star Trek fan, but I try to tell people it's not what you think. It's action-packed, it's violent. I mean, like it has a great storyline. It's not Lamole. It's not like it's just a whole bunch of dialogue. It's dialogue with action and violence. It's violent.
Okay.
Well, for me, honestly, you got to understand, I'm a 70s, 80s baby, so therefore I like things have to have action. Certain shows have to have action, unless it's a drama-based show or a book or whatever the case may be. Certain shows, for me to be immersed in it, I have to have a little bit of action or some good gripping storyline or something.
Yeah, I'm fucking binging on Shira.
What are you currently watching?
Shira.
Princess of Power?
Yes.
Okay, speaking of which, have you seen the new images of the new She-Ra, the Netflix one that's coming out?
I believe that it's not out yet, but I did see the images.
Hold on.
It does look interesting.
I'll let you see what it looks like. I'll let you see what it looks like, and you tell me what you think.
Because He-Man came out first.
Of course. This is what the new She-Ra looks like.
What anime?
That's what the is looking like.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I mean, you know what? Like in the 80s, they gave her more detail. They didn't give her detail in this.
Well, they did a lot of, well, back in the 80s, Lou Scheimer did a lot of,
and a blouse.
yeah, well, back in the 80s, you got to understand, Lou Scheimer did a lot of motion capture and stuff like that. So, I mean, like, yeah, the detail was better. Because also, if you ask me, I really believe Lou Scheimer would have Ralph Bakshi come in and help him with a lot of his animation and artwork. Because Ralph Bakshi, you know, for a while, he was blackballed within the animation field. Because of the simple fact that he was he would trick these producers and these companies to back his movies. And it would be adult themed animated films like Coonskin, Hey Good Looking. Have you ever watched any of Ralph Bakshi's stuff?
Yes, I have.
Oh my God, Ralph Bakshi was a pioneer, bro.
Yes, he was.
He was a pioneer. I love Ralph Bakshi stuff. Fire and Ice. What was that? Heavy Traffic. American Pop. I love his stuff. I love his stuff. I can never get enough of Ralph Bakshi. Ralph Bakshi was a pioneer for his time, and he laid the foreground for a lot of animators. If you ask me, a lot of animated storyline, including anime, because you have some anime. I think the guy that did Akira, that did the animation for Akira. If you've ever seen that, it's a fantastic anime. He gave kudos. He gave recognition to Ralph Bakshi and how wonderful Ralph Bakshi was. You know what I mean? And like he was an inspiration for him.
Yeah, like I think I have Heavy Metal.
Yeah, Heavy Metal was amazing.
Heavy Metal is one of my
absolutely.
I love Heavy Metal.
Me too. Me too. Heavy Metal is one of my favorites. Absolutely love
like, Heavy Metal. Not as much, but I love the first Heavy Metal.
Yeah, me too. Me too. The first Heavy Metal was balls to the wall. You got to understand, we grew up with some fantastic animation and storylines and adult themed animation from the 70s to the 80s. I wouldn't change my childhood for nothing. Believe me when I tell you, I grew up in a great time. I grew up in an absolutely wonderful time. I was able to see the transitions and to see like sci-fi go from, how can I say, sci-fi go from like this B-movie stuff to where it's the prominent pinnacle that it is now, like to where like it was just I can't explain enough when like I talk to my nieces and nephews about how wonderful the 70s and 80s were and the 90s. Well, the 90s was okay, but to me the 90s was trying to relive the 80s, if you ask me, in a lot of aspects. To me, the only good thing that came out of the
90s era, they tried too hard.
Yeah. The only thing to me that I felt as though that I loved during the 90s when I was growing up was the anime and the music. The music was absolutely phenomenal. The house music, the metal, the rock music, the alternative, everything was just great. To me, the last era of good music ended in the 90s, in my opinion. Like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, that's when I feel as though that's when music was at its pinnacle.
I wish, like in the 80s, like you look now, they gave Fritz the Cat some type of fucking respect.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Fritz the Cat. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Fritz the Cat. Yes. Remember that? What was that one? He was like, "Who the fuck you think I am, Geraldine?" Remember Fritz the Cat? He was like, "Who do you think I am, Geraldine?" I think it was one of the crows, right? Didn't Fritz the Cat end up getting one of those crows?
I got a good one for you.
Crows was supposed to be the black people, remember? Who do you think I am, Geraldine?
I know, like the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Like, okay, so when okay, like remember when MASH came out?
Yeah.
Version called Mush.
Yes, 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 I do. How do you remember that shit,
about that, like, no, it's like Mush. Like that's one of my like favorite novelty joints as well.
Yes.
Like it didn't go far, but I loved it. I loved Mush.
Velvet McNo says that looks better than the Thundercats nonsense. He's talking about the Thundercats one that was on the the reboot of Thundercats that came out and it failed around about like 2009, 2010.
Right.
Oh, speaking of Thundercats, oh, my nigga.
No, it's like there is
a beyond sight.
Know and love, and when I talk about it with people, it's like they just don't know about it. Like, like
I remember Mush. I remember Mush, and it was drawn real funky too. It was drawn funky as hell. It kind of had like a Fat Albert feel. That's why I'm trying to tell you. You're not going to tell me Lou Scheimer didn't get help from Ralph Bakshi, because when you look at a lot of Lou Scheimer's work, it mimics a lot of Ralph Bakshi shit. Believe me. But see, by the time Lou Scheimer was coming out, even though Lou Scheimer was already out because he had been making, he pretty much by the time Lou Scheimer was actually with Filmation Studios and they were making big money, Ralph Bakshi was pretty much blackballed. So you're not going to tell me he didn't get, because if you look, you do some side-by-side comparisons.
Ralph Bakshi was fucking awesome. Ralph Bakshi was a fucking genius, yo.
Yes, he was, but you know how he was getting a lot of those adult-themed animated films out there, right? What he was doing was basically going to these production companies and lying to them, like, look, I want to do a fantasy film about this, that, and the other, this, that, and the other. He'll tell you. If you read his biography on here, there's one, I don't know if it's still on YouTube, but it was a Ralph Bakshi biography, and he would tell these producers and these companies, like, I want to do a nice little animated film that's going to do this, going to do that, and this, that, and the other. And then they would give him funding, but then by the time they would catch on to what he's doing, he's already done pushed the movie out there and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ralph Bakshi was the hustler of the animated scene. Velvet MXO says, he's talking about, he said the new series they are trying to do like they did with the Turtles. Oh yeah, that new Turtles that's coming out is absolutely fucking horrendous. The animation is fucking garbage. The artwork looks fucking garbage. I mean, it's absolutely horrible. I put it up on the Facebook fan page, on the Tough Nerd Toys Facebook fan page, and it looked it looked a hot fucking mess. It looked terrible. It looked absolutely terrible. It was a hot fucking
okay. That, like, I mean, like, I liked the Turtles when I was younger.
Yeah.
But now, like, no bueno.
Well, see,
like,
you know what?
I can't get with it anymore.
The reason why I like the Ninja Turtles
came out.
The reason why I like the original Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because that's what I grew up with, the black and white books. And then, like, I still kept reading the black and white books. So when I saw it get on the big screen, I was like, oh shit. When they started making a syndicated cartoon of it, I never liked the cartoon. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, a lot of people are like, kill me for it, but I never liked the Ninja Turtles cartoon, except for the very first pilot episode when they debuted Bebop and Rocksteady. Because if you look at the animation on the very first episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it was actually Japanese drawn. You could tell like they put a good budget into it. Like the animation was more like on the realm of anime, and it was more detailed and everything. Whereas though, like as it went along, it just turned into fucking garbage, you know. So I enjoyed Ninja Turtles because of the comic book, the Eastman and Laird's comic book, and the black and white comic book. Because the one that I grew up, the Ninja Turtles that I grew up reading, those motherfuckers was killing each other, was killing people. Not to mention they would fight each other on occasion. No bullshit. They were violent as fuck. And April O'Neil was a woman of color. I mean, no, I'm not running no pro-black shit, but the original April O'Neil was a woman of color. And a lot of people don't want to really accept that. But the reason why Eastman and Laird's pretty much let her go as, like, you know, pretty much let her be turned into a blonde is because during the 80s, that's what most of the producers and directors and companies felt as though kids would gravitate to, as a blonde-haired woman or a white woman or whatever the case may be. But if you know your comics like I do, April O'Neil was not a white woman. She wasn't. She wasn't.
Okay, no. Like, you can say that. That's fine and dandy. But like when I was growing up, okay, like April O'Neil wasn't a woman of color. So
in the comic, because you remember, because
okay, like she was a woman of color. I got like the standard that's telling me like, okay, she wasn't. So like I have to be the judge of that for myself. You know, it's like I can't just like believe on anybody's word like that.
You know what? Maybe I can find it right now, but I'm gonna prove it to everybody because I remember what I read. Because I was first introduced to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the seventh, I would say like the sixth or seventh grade by a friend of mine named Timothy Alston. Right? He introduced me to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and when I first started reading, I was like, what the fuck is this? Because, you know, at that time, I was reading shit like Power Pack, Ghost Rider, and this is back in the 80s and shit like that. I'm reading shit like Power Pack, Ghost Riders, Fantastic Four. We trading comic books, reading heavy metal magazines, all that shit. So then he handed me this book. I never forget it. He was like, here, read this. I was like, I don't want to read this. I said, what is this? He said, it's Ninja Turtles. Read it. It's good. I said, Ninja Turtles? This shit look horrible. And then I started flipping the page.
Do you have a comic book with Spider-Man versus Wolverine?
Yes, I do.
So does my sister.
Yep. Yeah,
so,
that was
like,
and I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about. Wolverine stabbed the shit out of Spider-Man in that comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolverine stabbed the shit out of that. And then 2 issues later, the Punisher shot. I think a couple of issues later, the Punisher shot Spider-Man. Spider-Man been through some shit. Spider-Man been through some shit. I'm telling you, the Punisher. Everybody done got their one twos on Spider-Man. Spider-Man got his shit rocked by a couple of fucking heroes on there. And we talking about classic Marvel. Classic Marvel was brutal. Classic Marvel did not pull no punches. But you know what? Getting back to the subject of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? That Velvet MXO brought up and you brought up. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the what is that? The images of. I might be able to find it online. The original April O'Neil. Here we go. And this is the original April O'Neil. I remember right here. I'm going to show it to you right now.
Please do.
And I used to argue with people all the time, especially them Turtles fans. They'd be like, no, April O'Neil is always. I said, no, she hasn't always been no red or brownish red hair motherfucker. She was a woman of color. You couldn't really tell, but she had like a jerry curl and all that shit.
Yeah, jerry curl?
I'm not bull. I'm about to show it to you right now. I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the comic book I remember reading as a kid, right here.
Okay.
And these are the comics right here are the ones that I remember reading. It wasn't until what company, Playmates and them bought Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and shit like that. That's when they started changing shit up. Believe me, this is her right here. This is how she's always looked.
Yeah, she looks like a woman of color.
Yeah, exactly. She was a light-skinned, like, you know, you really couldn't tell, but she wasn't like the April O'Neil that you're used to. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow.
And I used to tell people this shit. They were like, nah. You don't know your I said, you don't know your turtle shit, motherfucker. 1984, part 1. 1984, 1987.
Wow.
Exactly. So when people start telling me, see me, I'm not the type of person that's just going to open his mouth about shit. I don't speak on things unless I necessarily know what the hell I'm talking about. Other than that, I shut the fuck up and listen. You know what I mean?
That right there is a learning lesson for me because I did not know that.
A lot of people didn't know. A lot of people didn't know that April O'Neil, the original April O'Neil, was not a white woman. She wasn't. She was a woman, and because you know during that time, like the jerry curl and the fluffy, like the big hair with like the curls, the wet curls in it was the thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Oh yeah, because Velvet MXO, he also worked on comic books. He's a great artist. He's a big artist. He's done a lot of stuff, and he says that it might be the graphic novel that he worked on. And he says he doesn't mind April being black again. Just the artwork is whack on that new mess. Yeah, that new Ninja Turtles garbage is fucking horrendous. Absolutely fucking horrendous. Have you seen it?
Okay.
Have you seen it? It's absolutely horrendous. You want to see what it looks like? It looks fucking horrible.
Yeah, like show it to me.
TMNT 2018, I think it is. Cartoon series. The turtles look retarded. Everything just looks fucking nuts. It looks fucking nuts. It absolutely looks nuts. Okay, and here, wait, let me get a good image for you. Right about.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one right here, and I think you'll find interesting. And the turtles look goofy as fuck, man. I'm telling you, them niggas look loopy. They look loopy as fuck. No bullshit. They look man. They look nuts. That's the new turtles right there.
Very millennial.
Yeah, exactly. This is the new April O'Neil. Of course, they're forcing diversity for no fucking reason. You know what I mean? See, this is the thing. I do not mind adding gay characters, black characters, whatever the case may be. But don't make existing characters that are already known to be Caucasian or whatever other ethnicity, and then force them upon people. And did that, like, all of a sudden Superman is black now? Or they'll just like make Superman a woman, or let make Captain America a black man, and make just the diversity, just so you can get a black audience or get a ethnic audience and shit like that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do it. It's unnecessary. You don't have to do it. If you want to do that, do like what they did in the 90s. Create more characters. That's all you have to do. That's all you got to do is just create new characters. Like in the 90s, Marvel put out a gallimaufry of different superheroes and villains and shit like that. Like in the 80s, they did it as well. Like, I mean,
Hanna-Barbera did the same goddamn shit. They put out mad characters. Like,
yeah.
I remember, like, besides like Scooby-Doo and shit, who was that little baby? Hanna-Barbera, Fantastic Max. They had Midnight Patrol.
Yeah.
They had
if you want to go with the trends, the current trends that are going on now, all you have to do is just make new characters and then eventually mix them in, see which ones stick, see which ones people like, so on and so forth. Whatever ones don't need, get rid of them, kill them off, or like just put them in stasis or whatever the case may be. But don't change existing core characters that your fans, that your original fans are used to. It's unnecessary. You don't have to do that. Like when, again, at the last one of the other shows we had on here, Kenny and I were talking, and he was speaking about, and it wasn't just me. Miss Polo was on here as well, and she was stating that we were talking about the fact that they changed Iceman into a gay character. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You can create the Marvel universe is endless. You can create a DC universe, Marvel universe, any universe. You can always create new characters if people like them and they resonate with the old fans and the new fans, or you see you have a new following with them. Bring them in, but don't change existing characters just so you can fit the narrative or the agenda going on at that present time, because it does nothing. It does nothing but destroy and like, how can I say, diversify your following.
You making a Marvel universe? Yeah. And that's not what I'm doing. But hey, to each his own.
Yeah, like right now, like, you know, the thing is that I understand it's about going. All right, I understand that it's about going along with the trends, so on and so forth. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I know you got to stick with the trends. You got to keep up to date with stuff. But you don't have to change existing characters. It doesn't work, because you do nothing but like pretty much force and push away your original audience, or your audience that has been there for you for years, your genuine audience. Velvet MXO says the SJW mess owls, and he also says Iron Man is a black girl. Avenger Affinity was under fire for not having queer characters. Affinity War never had queer characters. You don't have to force that shit in there.
I agree.
You don't have to do it. Like, I mean, and honestly, I have nothing against the gay community, the trans community, women, or anything like that. But certain things should just be left out. I mean, like, I don't think they should be introduced to children like that. If it's not in there, if it's not the original source material, why force that in there? Children will find this out on their own. They'll figure out on their own, or they'll decide if they want to be gay, trans, whatever the case may be. I don't think it's appropriate to like And I understand that it's a part of today's culture. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is when you shouldn't really influence this shit on children. Let them decide on their own throughout life, because anything that's exposed to a child constantly, they're going to feel as though, oh, that's what I'm supposed to be. They're children. They're impressionable.
A lot of shit that's happening in like film and media wise is force fed amongst children. And they shouldn't have to. They should be able to make decisions for themselves.
Exactly.
Like, the right way or is it the wrong way? Like me, it's like I have nothing against the gay community. I was raised within the gay community.
Absolutely. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you grew up in the black community, the majority of us was raised around everything. Let's be honest. We were raised around everything. My family, my immediate family, I have a lot of gay and bisexual and everything in my family. Even junkies and drug addicts, I have it all. Everything is in my family. You know what I mean? So I was raised around it all. But the thing is that what I respected about my family, they didn't force none of their ways on you, or they didn't make you feel bad for adhering to their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? If you ask about it, they'd be like, yeah, I like this, that, and the other. It made me the person I am, to where I'm comfortable with who I am. They never forced on me like, oh, you're supposed to like gay people, and you're supposed. No, they would tell me things, and this is me from a child. I was raised by 2 lesbian women when I was growing up, 2 lesbian white women when I was growing up, because my mother was going to school in Canada. Okay, for years I lived with them. Not once did they treat me any different. Did they make me feel like I was that I'm supposed to be like gay or anything like that? They were nothing but good mothers and good parental guidance for me. They fed me. They took care of me. They treated me well. They dressed me well. Everything. Then I was raised by an Asian woman, because again, my mother used to like. My mother was like she would go to school. They were like my nannies. You know what I mean?
Like, what is the raising a family together? And I feel that there's no issue with that.
Right, exactly. But I don't feel as though they should be forcing so many of these like political sexual agendas on these children, on children, and putting them within like family films. I don't like it. It makes me feel awkward. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable, like be sitting there with your kid, and then all of a sudden, or your niece and nephew, all of a sudden you got to explain something to them. And yeah, they're going to find this stuff out on their own, but certain things don't need to be shoved in their face at such a young age. It's unnecessary.
At the end of the day, like when it's like a gay or a lesbian couple raising or a group, like okay, it's like we know who we are, but we want you to make decisions for yourself. You shouldn't have to force feed anything to your son or daughter, like, oh, like this is how like things should be. No, you should be able to make a decision upon yourself. Gave us free will.
Exactly.
This is why he gave us free will ourselves. So yeah, that's my whole.
And then what gets me is that when you speak out, like, look, like I think Boogie, they kind of got on Boogie 2988. I forgot his name, but they kind of got on him about, because he says he was pretty much saying like, look, you know, there's a time and place for everything, so on and so forth. So all of a sudden, everybody started attacking him. What I'm saying is that when it comes to these family films and like movies, like the Avengers and stuff that kids are going to be exposed to, and again, I'm not going to go into Star Wars because everybody that's a follower of this channel, they know how I feel about Star Wars and like these social and political agendas they've been pouring into these fucking films, which is ruining Star Wars. Okay, you don't have to put this shit in there. Just tell a decent fucking story or whatever the case may be and move along. You don't have to put your little personal, like, and to me, I find it weird that you got these directors and producers putting this shit in these films.
We were talking about Steven Universe that we were talking about, because I love you and I watched the whole. I only went up to season 5 because I didn't see 6 or 7 yet. So I listened to what you said, and I'm like, oh my goodness,
Yeah,
you are right.
yeah. And I love Steven Universe, but essentially, do you see the message? Do you see the message that's being portrayed in Steven Universe? I absolutely love Steven Universe. I love the message behind it. I think it's very cute, it's adorable, but at the same token, that is a no man's zone. That is a no man's zone in that fucking show. Believe me when I tell you.
Yeah.
Because I told you before, if you watch the very first episode of Steven Universe, right, the father was living in the house. Then as the series went on, they pretty much came in there, put him out of his fucking house, and had his ass living in the fucking Winnebago in the back.
The father was living in the house a couple of times when they were doing flashbacks.
Yep.
He was living in the house. How is it that and then on top of that, Pearl had a really great. Pearl had huge animosity towards Greg. I don't know why.
Yep.
Rose is not there anymore. I don't know why.
Yep.
But I enjoyed the series. I have not looked at 6 or 7.
I love Steven Universe. Absolutely love it. Love Steven Universe. But I see the little, like, you know, emasculation. I see what they're talking about. I see how they're trying to downplay men or make men feel like they're like completely useless, or like they're the villains of whatever, or like, you know, they just.
Oh, all right. This is what I have to say about, like, to me, is like the whole feminist. Like, I'm all for women's rights, but I am not in any way a feminist. I think that the feminist movement is bullshit. Like, especially like with women of color.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
Exactly.
It's bullshit.
Because honestly, not to interject, but honestly, the main one, if you ask me, that feminism hurts are black women. They hurt black women the worst, especially with the models and teachings that they're pretty much trying to push forward within the black community, because black families are completely different from any other culture, any other ethnicity, rather. Black people need nuclear families. We need nuclear families because we face challenges. Black people, black children, and especially in today's society, face challenges that that both parents need to be there for, to coach them through and guide them.
I highly agree. So it's like when people tell me like, oh, like, do you want to go to the Women's March? No, I don't. I don't want to go to the Women's March. No, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to do that, because it's like your agenda is like, until the day that you have intersectionality, I'm not with you. I'm sorry.
Right. Don't mind me. I'm just looking up at the camera. That's all.
What, you see a fly?
No. My security camera is right there. I'm just watching things. That's all. I saw a little bit of movement. Got the back.
Breaking in your house?
Nobody. They better not. They could come if they want to. It's gonna be a bad day. Sunday, bloody Saturday. I got something I want to try out anyway.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, fuck feminism. I don't like them at all. I don't like them. I really don't.
Yeah, because, you know, and I try to tell people, like, these, man, I'm not even going to get into it. I'm going to say that for another show.
Like, people like, I'm speaking as a survivor. The Me Too movement is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be it's supposed to be for women of color that has been through, like sexual assault and everything, because like we're like the least heard, but like Hollywood went ahead and turned that shit into fucking circus.
Oh, you're talking about
everybody.
You're talking about the Me Too movement, right?
Like, I can't.
Mm.
You personally, you're attacking innocent people in Hollywood, mostly innocent people. No, I wouldn't say mostly, but some.
Right.
Like what the fuck? Like Jamie Foxx gave you the thunder slap, like the cock thunder slap for fucking life. and you got a dick print on your fucking face to prove it. Like, I don't believe your story, bitch. I really don't.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. JT Colonel, what's going on, brother? Brother, how you feeling? Good to see you, JT. Thanks for stopping in. Be sure to hit the like button. Share the video if you want to. Yeah, it's crazy.
Tell us what you think. I know they can't hear me, but tell us what you think.
Yeah. So check it out. Velvet MXO says they want men in general to be beta men. He says the Me Too movement moving on black stars faster than the white men. And he says, but in general, as a man, flirting can get you in trouble. Well, you know what? If flirting can get me in trouble, it's going to get me in trouble because I flirt. I love women. You're not going to castrate me. You're not going to castrate me. You can sue me for whatever. I don't have shit. You can get a bunch of action figures out of me. That's all you're going to get. So, I mean, like, you know, that Me Too movement and all that other shit. Hey,
like, you know,
how are you?
I really feel bad for decent men who are trying to find an honest woman, because it's like now it's like they're scared to speak to a woman because,
exactly.
Like,
you know what?
I love
that Me Too movement. That Me Too movement.
Like, oh my goodness! Like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, and you know that Me Too movement did nothing but ruin it for more good women out there. For good women out there, now it's going to be even harder for them to get a man because they're scared. A lot of men, believe me when I tell you, a lot of men.
Wait. There was an article that I was reading with Henry Cavill, who plays the new Superman.
Yeah,
and he was saying that he is scared to speak to a woman because, like, oh, like if I give a compliment or something, like they might accuse him of rape. And I totally get where he's coming from, but like these fucking feminists is like, oh, like, what do you think that he's doing to might make women think that he's like, you know, like raping them or something like that?
Exactly.
And these, like,
you're going to see an influx, a massive influx of single women with no one that wants to date them or that's scared to date them. The good women, these bad women out here, are making it bad for the good women. And the good women need to stand up and check these bad women that are false flagging these people out here, these men out here, because it's, in the long run, the good women are going to be the ones who suffer. I'm telling you. Because what's happening is you're having a major exodus of a lot of American men. They're going and dating and like finding women from other countries and all that other shit because of the simple fact they're scared that if they get with one of these women over here, the first thing they're more worried about their finances, and you can't blame them. One word, if I can date you, I can go hang out with you. Shit don't go the right way. You be like, oh man, Danae raped me. Danae raped you? Yeah. All my shit is done.
I am, like, I'm mostly Native American, but I always consider myself black. Like the ratchetness and this Me Too move, like I'm stuck between the two. It's like y'all are mad for a woman like me to find somebody that's really a honest, good man, and y'all making it hard for me right now.
You're absolutely right.
You bitches are making it
between the ignorant, ratchet, ghetto women, and then you got these fake, false flagging Me Too movement women. It's at the point where, as though men are not taking the time out. Men are not taking the time out to really find the good woman. So basically, it's a theory like this. It's a premise like this. Why dig through the garbage for a piece of steak at the bottom? You understand what I'm saying? It's too much trouble. It's too much fucking trouble. So what you're seeing a mass exodus of men that are dating outside their race. They're going to other countries. They're going to all of this, that, and the other. They're going to these foreign countries and stuff like that, grabbing women, bringing them back. And that doesn't always work out either. But at the same token, they're scared to interact with women now. They are terrified. You go on dating sites and everything like that. It's a large amount of women on there now. We're like before. They're not getting dates. They're not getting dates. And I'm gonna tell you this other thing, and it's absolutely horrible. You know who's actually getting the most dates and making the most money now? Hookers. A lot of hookers are making money because a lot of dudes don't want to mess with these fucking women or like regular type women because they're scared they're going to get false flagged.
No, hoes in general are
Yeah.
making. You don't have to be selling your ass for anything. You could just be somebody booed up, and then next thing you know is like you're getting married to somebody else, and I'm like, get the fuck out of
Crazy.
here.
It's crazy. It's
You
crazy.
know, like me, it's like I don't know. It's like it's very hard for good women to
Yeah, of
find
course.
somebody.
Honestly, Shamika, women like yourself should start speaking up about this shit because it's going to leave you guys alone. You guys are going to be left alone. You guys are going to be the ones that are actually going to suffer behind this because what again, I'm stating this. I heard about something called a MGTOW, MGTOW movement. These motherfuckers literally have an organization where they are leaving women the fuck alone. And me myself, I have looked into it, and I don't agree with all of their guidelines and laws because I absolutely love women.
No, I'm gonna give you a prime. I'm gonna give you a prime example.
It's something absolutely horrendous. We're literally being separated from what is natural to us.
I'm gonna give you a prime example. Who was it? Cameron, the rapper Cameron, and his girlfriend Juju.
Right.
Cameron broke up with Juju. You know why? Because she graduated from fucking college. Oh, you're smart. I can't be with you anymore. So like it seems to me like all you're doing is looking for somebody that's I guess that's like a little bit under you because Juju's like she graduated college, she's doing something for herself.
Right.
She got her own business. It's like, oh, like I can't match up with her anymore.
Well,
even though like she was a rider.
I love powerful women, and I love women. I love smart women. I love smart women. Well, see, that's him. He's stupid for that.
That shit hurt.
Myself, I love smart women. I love women that can bring something to the table, and it doesn't always have to be financial. That they can bring like a great conversation. They can bring. I love a woman of substance, just like myself, because I'm a man of substance. So I love a woman of substance, and I won't accept anything less. You understand? But at the same token, I mean, you have some men out there that are actually. We went from talking about sci-fi to all of automatic. We're talking about like relationships and culture and shit like that. But that's good. That's good. So you have some men out there that actually get intimidated by certain women when a woman is in a higher position than them. Me myself, I've never given a fuck. Like my woman could be bigger than me.
Why be that way? It's like when most men find themselves, oh, like we're superior than women, and then when you find somebody that's like way smarter than you want to buckle fucking down. Like I thought you was men was smarter than women. Like give me a run for my motherfucking money.
Yeah. The biggest turn on for me is a woman that pretty much like handles her business. I mean, like she pretty much like has business. She got shit going on. I mean, like, cause I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I worked as a bartender and I worked in a go-go bar as a bouncer for years. So like, and this is just me. I've seen some of the most beautiful women in the fucking world. I've been around some of the most beautiful women in the fucking world. But what I've learned and what resonates with me is character. Don't get me wrong. I love a beautiful woman, but at the same token, I love to see character. I love a powerful woman. I love a woman that's on her game, that's handling her business, that got shit laid out, that pretty much is a calculative individual that uses their mind versus using emotion, so on and so forth, that thinks, that is like, like trying to invest in things, trying to build things, not trying to extract or whatever case may be. That right there does not intimidate me. I absolutely love it. I love a smart woman. I love a woman that's on her game. I love a woman that I can learn from. I love anybody that I can learn from because I'm an information sponge. I love learning new things, doing new things, seeing new things.
I'm an information sponge. Anything that I don't know, I need to learn.
Exactly. Always seeking infinite knowledge. To the day I die, I will constantly be seeking infinite knowledge.
Yes. Oh man. Oh man.
But yeah,
I really, I
you know,
really,
I didn't mean for this to turn into like, how can I say, like a social, how can I say, like a social conversation in
fuck
terms of like
it.
relationship and the things going on in society right now. I did want to keep it on topic with sci-fi, but hey, whatever works, I'm with it. I'm with it. Maybe this will turn into a show where we basically talk about issues going on in society and our views on it.
It might be.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so you know what? It's getting kind of late. It's going on 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock as we speak.
It's
I had a
11
yes, it did. We've been rocking out for a minute, Ms. Mika.
on a Saturday night.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Talk about, you know what? This is almost as good as sitting at the bar.
You know, as a matter of fact, you know, it's like it's 11 o'clock. Like the children are put to bed now. We can
Yeah,
talk
right.
about anything.
Yeah, right.
And then you can chime in too. This is what I do. I used to be a radio show host.
Yeah, right.
What I do. So the children are
So,
put to bed.
so what happened? Like, do you mind going? I mean, I know it's getting a little late. I know you're probably tired and everything like that. So,
I got my friend with me. I'm good.
oh, okay, okay. You got the Henny, so you good. You got the do it fluid. So when you were the radio host, right?
Huh?
When you were a radio host at one time, what did you find different then than what it is now in terms of being a journalist and being on camera and like with the whole YouTube scene where everybody's pretty much like being their own journalist, so on and so forth.
Well, like there's people that I know that are self-made journalists that are doing it big right now.
Right.
Shout out to he's doing his motherfucking thing right now. Like he took up no classes in he's doing it. He got his own everything like that. Like what me for? But like yeah, like he has been interviewing top-notch celebrities. He interviewed people from Ocean's 8. He interviewed people from The Last Jedi. He interviewed people from Ant-Man and the Wasp. He interviewed people from the Avengers. And this is something that he did on his own. No college, no classes. Anybody can do it if you take the heart to it.
Right.
That's the thing that I gotta say about that. And like that's where I strive to be at, you know, like I got a little liquor in my I'm okay, but like I told you before, like I'm super shy. So like yeah, like that's where I want to be in another year. I'm not even gonna give myself
Awesome. Well, don't forget the little people over here. Wherever you go and take me with you. I wanna ride the coattail. So we can so we could be on here debating with each other. I'll be like, yeah, I remember when back in 2018. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. No. So you know what? I think we're gonna close the show on this one. And today's motivational quote for the day, and I want to leave you with this one. It says, "Only one can change my life. No one can do it for me." And that was by Carol Burnett. I want you to sit on that and ponder on it. And with that being said, that brings the show to a close. But you know what? You got anything to plug first, baby? Before you go, you want to plug anything?
I do a house music radio show called Extra Butter every month.
And she's good.
Go to
she's good. I'm not just tooting the horn. She's good. She's fucking good.
Radio.com. Like if you want to find out like what time did I do, like you got to keep up on my motherfucking Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Pinky Tuscadero, PINKIE TUSCADERO. You could catch up like what I'm doing there. Follow me on Mixcloud, Mixcloud.com, Extra Butter Mix Show. And like as far as like my journalism thing, Catch me on Urban Magazine, Urban Mag / online. No, not / online, / online. So I have an interview coming up, which I really need to transcribe with DJ Olivia Dope. She's an A-list DJ, and
Right.
she plays A-list parties. And me and her had a very nice conversation about the art of DJing. So that I would really love for you guys to like subscribe, um get into it. I'll give you like if anybody wants like backlogs of like the interviews that I did, just ask me. I'll send it to you. No problem.
Right. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of stuff right there. Believe me when I tell you, I'm Mika. What I'm going to need you to do is send me a link to all of that, and I will put it down in the description below this video after it's over, after I finish streaming this. And
I haven't been on the magazine, but I got 2 cover stories on that magazine.
Awesome. That is absolutely amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
Yes, 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 yes. Other than that, for the backlogs of the magazine, like they did something with like when Luke Cage first came out. I believe that they did something with the people of Luke Cage.
Right.
For the past 2 issues, the last issue was with Power, and the issue before that was Superfly.
Right.
So just like if you want to be a fan of the magazine, like I'll give you the link. Catch up. You know, we're growing. We're definitely growing. We're getting a lot of nods from a lot of media people. And
awesome.
I love it.
That is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, Shamika.
Absolutely. Thank you. And it's also people like me, so cheers to that.
Yep. And listen, you can always find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can, and we're all around. Tough Nerd Toys. Just type it anywhere. Everything will come up. I'll also leave the links down in the description below, and I will get the links from Mika right here. And I'm hoping that she can be a regular co-host on the show because, you know, I try to rotate because I know this show can be a bit tiresome sometimes. And you know, sometimes we only plan for an hour, but we have such a great conversation where it turns into like 2 hours. And sometimes even longer. So, man, we appreciate you guys for sticking around. We really do. We really do. And again,
like we could do a whole show on house music, but people would hate the shit out of us.
No, why not? Hey, whenever you want to do a show on house music, I love house music. You know that. I absolutely love house music.
I'm a cancer head. I grew up a cancer head, so like we could do this night fucking long. But yeah, I would love to do this with you again. I enjoyed myself.
No, I enjoy you being on here, Mika. I absolutely, it is a treat. It is a treat and an honor to have you on here, Mika. And again, don't forget to make sure you send me the links so I can put them down in the description below, and people, I can plug them in so people can go and see all of this stuff that you're a part of, this wonderful stuff and all these things you have going on. Be sure to
I'm putting something together, but I have to tell you this in Messenger. I'm not going to share this.
No. Just say whatever links you want me to advertise and put down in the description. I will put them in there for you, sweetheart. Okay?
No. There's something that I have to tell you. So like once you know, like you get off air, I'm gonna tell you about something that we're doing together next summer.
Okay, sounds great. Sounds great. Sounds absolutely fine. I'm all for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will bid you adieu. I had a wonderful time. I hope you did too. I appreciate you guys stopping through. We had a great time. I love the participation. Let me know what I can do to improve the show. Thank you again. Love you guys. Good night. Have a blessed one. Take care.
Happy Saturday night.